happening all the time in urban America. Prowling blacks go around for fun to go target white people. That's a fact.
No, it is not. That is actually a damn lie. Here's something that isn't a lie. In 2017, an interracial couple in Brentwood, Tennessee were jumped by a group of white supremacists, 30 in all, who had come from a rally in nearby Shelbyville, Tennessee. White Lives Matter. So these guys walk into a bar. They could have sat any place else, but of course they choose the interracial couple who are minding their business. Subsequently, a fight ensues.
What's the solution? You want to either get a fight with them or maybe record it so I can show people on social media. Stop judging other people. Get out there and tell them to stop. Don't judge me. Thank you. With your shit, whatever the costume you got on. How about let people be aware of it as opposed to getting mad at me? Or you go out there and tell them to stop.
I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry.
Why did she feel the need to apologize to this guy who walked in with 29 other white folks and started a fight with an interracial couple specifically? I don't get it, but here's something that you can get. About 130 years ago, there were packs of prowling whites going through the countrysides in the South, hunting, maiming, and killing blacks because they felt they had the right to do so. They were called the Ku Klux Klan. And that is a fact.
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that?
So I'm sorry, are you trying to say that blacks thrive under subjugation?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you the question. The data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil, but what happened? Something changed.
Take note of Charlie Kirk's disingenuous banter. What changed? The change was that in 1965, after Jim Crow was abolished, the FBI associated criminality with the civil rights movement in order to cast blacks as being criminals. Add to that, looking at the 40s, blacks were not murderous. Trying to say that they were less murderous in the 40s had nothing to do with anything he stated. Jim Crow was subjugation. Blacks stood more of a chance of being murdered themselves just by existing. Let's stop with the foolishness, people. Recognize fact distortion when you hear it.
America was at its peak when we halted immigration for 40 years and we dropped our foreign-born percentage to its lowest level ever.
Fuck this guy. Forgive my language. America did not halt immigration for 40 years. Instead, America restricted immigration for 40 years in favor of immigrants coming from Northern and Western Europe. If you came from Africa, Asia, or even Ireland, you were allowed in through the most minute of quotas. And this was mainly due to the 1924 Immigration Act. However, in 1965, you had the passing of the Immigration and Nationality Act, and this repealed the 1924 Immigration Act. Pay close attention how Charlie Kirk skillfully lied about immigration being halted, when in fact, it was just restricted. Pay attention to his fact distortion.
Is of course the Great Replacement. They're trying to replace us demographically. They're trying to make the country less white. It is an anti-white.
The Great Replacement theory is pure racial rhetoric. Notice every time you hear anything about another class of immigrant coming to the country, the word invasion is always used. There's always these incendiary words that are thrown out to elicit anxiety and to raise fear amongst folks of European descent. And Charlie Kirk trafficked in this constantly. So what would be my final thoughts? Charlie Kirk was a racially manipulative, racist, sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot, also referred to as a lying ass liar, who routinely used Southern strategy style hate speech dressed up as legitimate political discord, which was nothing more than conservative political theater and disingenuous debates. Those failing to acknowledge Charlie Kirk's racism did not want their racism to be out on Front Street as well. That's about all I can say about this guy. As I said before, it is inexcusable what happened to him and the cause of his death. But what's more inexcusable is anyone believing that Charlie Kirk was a martyr and was a saint who spoke the truth. He spoke the truth to people who believed his lies. And I'm done. If you like it, let me know. Share it if you do. And subscribe if this is something you're looking for.